Welcome back, OGs, and hello, newcomers. Welcome, mermaids and mermen who are watching. This is Mermaid Mail episode 3. Basically, we're just going to be showing off some seashells, me cleaning them from last time and from some other trips. This shell right here, I got from an antique store. So this isn't even the one from Florida that my sister got me. I had to think of the name. This one is a bullmouth that I know of. It's more of the red kind of color. I know it looks a bit orange. But yeah, not all shells are gonna be perfect in color. Like, many of these have more intricate browns and designs and stuff. I kind of have it on the front of it, but you can see it's probably just calcified, or it's just older, or it never really got like all the bright colors. But that's what I think it is, and I believe this is a horse conch that I also got from the antique store. The bullmouth was like $25, which is still good, a little pricey, but still good. I was lucky I got this thing for less than $4. There was a sale going on, and look how big it is. I'm just doing a comparison with my hand size. Pretty good size shell, especially for under $4. That's like insane. I bet you would pay a hefty price for that, because I don't live near a beach or anywhere where I can go for like shell hunting or anything. So I'm lucky when I can find stuff in stores, or things are shipped to me, or friends and family get stuff for me. So my next adventure on getting things, I really want some pieces from like Australia or Japan, and I would love to buy some things off of eBay, because that's another good place to get stuff. But the things I want are going to be a little bit pricey, so I don't know how soon I'll be making a Mermaid Mail number 3 episode for us. So just stay in tuned if you like this kind of stuff, and I'm going to do my best to add some more pieces to my shelves that are truly unique and not just like the same thing. So, it's just going to be a little pricey. So when I do have some extra cash, like, I'll definitely be probably shell shopping on the eBay. I have my eyes on some Japanese shells already, but they're like $50 for one shell. So we'll see how this goes. And I have another person who lives in Australia, but they do blind boxes, and they have their own shop, but he wants like $100 for a blind box, plus it's coming from Australia, so that's like nearly $200 for the shipping and everything. So as you can see, it's like, if things don't align, or if I don't have money, I can't make more videos, which is understandable. But maybe someday I'll get a blind box from him, and maybe someday I'll get something from Japan. I just don't want the same kind of shells just filling up my shelves. I want truly unique items and pieces. So, as you've seen, I've been going through the things from Florida, and we've got some really pretty things. And I've been washing them and drying them. I just use diluted bleach. Look at this piece right here. I don't know what it is. It almost looks like a rock, but I have no clue why. All the other shells don't have a scent. That rock right there, that's like brown and multi-layered, it smells like an air freshener. So after I cleaned it, I put it in its own little case, because it just smells like an air freshener. I don't know if it's a fossilized air freshener or a fossilized piece of candle wax. Like, I don't know why it smells so good. Like, I cleaned it and scrubbed it, and it probably went through the bleach like everything else. So it's kind of crazy that it gives off such a smell. And now I'm just putting my little seahorses and my starfish and this one little piece of, I'm guessing it's some kind of coral or like seaweed or plant, in some salt, because I was reading on the internet that that's how you clean it. You submerge them in alcohol first to like kill the bacteria, And then to dry them out, you're going to put them in salt and you're going to leave it like that for a day or two. And it's been so hot here that it only took like a day or so. And I'm going to use this little, it's like a unicorn brush, and I'm going to brush it off gently, all the salt. And I'm going to put them in these little cases, which you'll see at the end. And here's another round of the Florida shells that I bleached for like an hour or so. They weren't too crazy. I know a lot of people like to use muric acid to get that cloudiness and white off of their shells, but I don't like to take the chance of like cracking them just to bring out some kind of color. I don't ever want to crack my shells because I want them to stand the test of time. So I'm cool with it just being like a diluted bleach and everything. I don't really think these things had too much color to come out anyways. And then I'm going to use my mineral oil to buff them, and then I'll put them on the shelves. And I went to a different antique store that I've never been to in town, and they had these ships. And usually things like this, I know they're a little damaged, and there was things I had to fix on them. I had to like majorly clean them. I had to repaint this bottom here because it was like damaged, most likely from me just cleaning it or wiping it. This was messed up, so I had to re-glue that on both of them. The chains were messed up and missing their anchors, and so like I had to paint them and try to get all that scuff off of them. And I kind of did like a fake moss, like blue and green, like a, yeah, I think it's like moss that can like grow on the ships. I'm sure barnacles happen too. But yeah, I just kind of put some glitter there, some brownage, and yeah, like green and blue to make it look like moss. I think it was a better touch. I didn't have an exact like wood stain or brown on me to like fix them. So I did my best with fixing them up, and like there were some cracks in the wood, so I kind of like used like epoxies and stuff like that to seal the cracks and like repaint it. I used Mod Podge over everything too. I cleaned the sails as best as I could and reshaped them, but it's like it was a nice little touch to get these ships because those two separately could have been like $200. You know what I mean? It could have been like $100, $200 for each of those ships. So it's like someone took the time, to put those together at one time. And I know I could have bought new ones and like built them and did my best with building it, but I was in that antique store and I was like, these are too cute to kind of pass up for $14, and the other one was like $16. And then they said there was a sale on them, so I got them both for like $20. So I thought that was really nice. You save yourself some money. I know they're not perfect, but they look really cool, still. Even after I kind of tried to fix them up, they still look really cool, and you're saving money. So now we're at the Cabinets of Curiosity, and only one of those ships actually fit on my shelves. So the other one I'm thinking I'm just going to use for like home decor during the summertime, or maybe this year for Halloween. I'm really thinking I should do like a haunted cove, like, pirates or mermaids, or like pirate ships crashing, just trying to find mermaids and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do some spooky mermaids or just mermaid statues. Like, we'll see what goes on. This sea urchin right here that you guys are seeing on this shelf, it still had guts inside of it. It still had yellow, stinky guts in there. The person who was collecting these shells in Florida just took them off the beach and put them somewhere. They never took the time to clean it. I had to get like a Q-tip up in there and really get the guts out because I didn't need it stinking while I had it on the shelf. And all these things got bleached. I'm super happy about certain pieces like the cowries and everything, and like the moon snails, the shark eyes, the I think they're called like spider shells, and the one sand dollar that made it was really nice, and I think I painted on that one to try and seal it because they're very fragile. And this little rock right here, I noticed that at certain angles it does look like a heart. That's probably why the collector grabbed it off the beach. Still don't know what this thing is. It's probably just some like fossilized sand for all I know. And then here's the little case that I put this rock in. For all I know, it's like fossilized candle wax. Like, this thing smells like potpourri. I really don't know what it is, but it's hard, and it reminds me of like peanut brittle. So we got all the little things on this shelf, all the little tiny items, the little shells from Florida. And then I got these, like, I wanted wine stoppers, like the actual corks for like aesthetic, but I could never find any. And when I did find them at like antique stores, they were kind of dirty. They had the wine in them, and people were asking like way too much money for a cork wine stopper. I thought it was ridiculous. So when I was at Home Goods just looking around at the summer ween, I actually found those like silicone crystal wine stoppers, and I'm like, this is pretty cool for the aesthetic, like treasure, pirates. So it came with 4 of them, and I'm going to try and use them for my bottles as much as I can. Here's the big seashell shelf with like my Queen's conch from Florida, and my horse conch that you've seen, my lightning whelks, and I got some decoration back there. Now here's my other shelf. I got new fairy lights. They kind of remind me of like sea urchins, or those little, like, they're mines, like in Finding Nemo. When you hit them, they'll explode underwater. They remind me of that, or like stars. And then I got some like fishnet from the dollar store, and I cut it in half, and it worked for 2 shelves. Here's what I've been putting together with all the super specialty items. Sorry about the glare. I think I have some pictures of them at the end for you guys. Here's my Littlest Pet Shop aquatic that I have so far, like aquatic pets, and like this whale that or is it a whale? Yeah, it's like a killer whale that I painted. It was like a ceramic statue that I got to paint, and I painted it like Miami Vice theme. So here's all the shark teeth. And there's the wine stopper crystal. Here's the one that actually fit on the shelf, the boat. And then I have some coral. I like that look right there, that the ship is now beached and he's just staying there. And then here's my little other little one with all the sea creatures and like the glass and stuff. And what are those things called? Like the horseshoe crab is in there. But yeah, I really like the seahorse and its little baby. I really think this was a male seahorse, because I think there's like a pouch and it might be filled with dirt, but I don't know how to clean it. So I did my best that I could with that. I really think it's a male seahorse, because like the stomach is kind of big. But I wouldn't really know. But yeah, that's this so far with the lights on, lights off. And everything. I really like this aesthetic. I can't wait to add more special pieces. Everything in there is special to me. Like, I got all the turkey wings, I think they're called. And just having this much shark tooth that could fit in a jar, that's insane. Like, I never expected to have so many shark teeth. And I've seen that you can get really big shark teeth. So I might look for some bigger pieces and like add them to one of these like snap close things that I have on my shelf. It'd be really nice. I've got one more to display some items in. So far this is my cabinet of curiosities, and I'm super happy with everything and how everything went and how I put things together. I'm so excited for the future shell collecting. So like I said, it might take some time to get new items in, especially with how expensive they are, but I still want you guys to subscribe and stay tuned. I have other videos, and you could hit the notification bell, and we're definitely going to have more videos on this channel, even if it's not Mermaid Mail. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching and staying tuned. I love you all. Thank you so much for subscribing. Till next time.